The Odyssey trailer just dropped and my hype levels are officially through the roof. But after watching it for a few times, I have one big question. Do we really need a Dark Knight version of the Greek myth? Let's break down what looks like an absolute masterpiece and the one major thing that actually has me a little worried. First off, let's talk about the sheer scale of this thing. The VFX look absolutely flawless, and the color correction gives it this epic, massive feel. It perfectly teases the movie without giving away the whole plot. And can we just talk about Ludwig Göransson's score? It is already sounding legendary. But the real visual standout for me here is actually the water. There is this incredible shot of a massive whirlpool. It reminds me a lot of the end fight of Pirates of the Caribbean, The World's End. Now we know Nolan doesn't like using CGI, so I have to ask you guys, do you think he actually did the circling water practically, or did he finally have to give in and rely heavily on CGI for this scene? What I really love about this trailer is how it frames the story. It doesn't really look like your standard fantasy adventure. Nolan has turned this into a split narrative. On the one hand, we have Matt Damon as Odysseus, and he honestly looks fantastic. His side of the movie feels like a brutal, gritty survival thriller as he and his crew are just trying to make it home. On the other hand, we're back in Ithaca, where it looks like there's a tense political drama going on. You've got Robert Pattinson, who already looks like a top-tier villain, battling it out with the son of Odysseus, Tom Holland. Well, I mean, played by Tom Holland, but you get what I mean. And speaking of Tom Holland, we have to talk about the dialogue controversy. I know people online are already complaining that the language sounds way too modern, like Tom just calling Odysseus dad.
My dad is coming home.
And honestly, I couldn't care less. The overall historical accuracy clearly isn't that high here anyway, and the modern language completely fails to pull me out of the experience, so I don't care. But that grounded approach brings me to my absolute biggest concern. But before I break down why Nolan might make a massive mistake that completely strips the soul of this movie, if you love deep dive movie breakdowns exactly like this one, quickly subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a ton. Anyways, here is the problem. Yes, the Cyclops looks cool, but overall this movie doesn't seem to focus on the mystical elements of the original myth that much. Nolan is making it look very realistic and grounded and not like a mythical fantasy world. And while I think that works perfectly for a political drama, The Odyssey is supposed to be a fantasy. I'm not saying I don't like this idea, but I'm just a little worried that stripping away the magic might hinder the immersiveness and escapism that we actually want from a Greek epic. Making it hyper-realistic might actually take away some of what makes the book so groundbreaking and good. Either way, I'm going to run into cinemas to watch this one. And now it's your turn. Is Nolan making a massive mistake by doing this? Or is it exactly the update the myth needs? Let me know down in the comments. But while we wait and see if Nolan can actually pull this off, another massive movie is facing a literal legal nightmare right now trying to get its sequel made. The new Michael movie just set up a part 2, but the studio is legally blocked from showing the most important aspects of the next decade of his life on screen. I broke down exactly how they are going to face that challenge and get around it in this video right here, so click on the screen to find out, and I'll see you over there.